right. And there you have it. We are live, day number 3 of the PMC Money Tank sessions. So we covered a lot, 2 days. Vivi was part of it. You know, those that were here day 1 got to see me get choked out by my 4.5-year-old. That was pretty epic. But we covered, like all the way back to my first flip in 2006. And I think if you've been following this, for those of you who have been on, and I know, we'll build an audience here in a little bit, and feel free to comment. But, as I've been doing this, I've just been talking about all the things I've done from back. I just went back to the first flip. What's up, Brandon? There he is. And I was talking about, the struggles I went through. And one of the main struggles I went through was trying to find money. It was always money. I mean, that was always the difficult thing, because it was never about your actual resources. It's about how resourceful you can be. But in the beginning, it seems like it's all about the resources, doesn't it? Always seems like it's the resources that matter. I don't have the money. That's what's making this difficult. All I need is money. But it's really more of a matter of just being resourceful and figuring out how it all works, where you're going to find the money, how that money is going to fund your deal. Let me give you an example. And here's Viv. Say hi, Viv.
Hi.
Yeah. So see, I knew there's a bunch of people. You got Dexter. You got Navigate Your Ventures. You got Brandon on here, and I'm sure there's a bunch more people that haven't commented yet. So, yeah, say hi to Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. I have new toys.
Yeah, she just got some new Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. Who sent you those Paw Patrol toys? Connor. Connor Sipple, didn't he? He doesn't use them anymore, so he sent you them. That's called giving. That was really nice of him, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll have to send him a nice thank you letter. But all these people on here are trying to be their own banks, Viv. But you're already your own bank, and you bought your first. What'd you do? You bought your first aircraft carrier with your saved up money, didn't you? Yeah, and you've been playing with that every day. So anyway, Vivi's going to pop in and out in between Paw Patrol sessions and just 4.5-year-old stuff. There she goes. She's going to go play with her Paw Patrol. But anyway, I was talking about the money side of things. And, the one thing I remember when I first started, everybody goes the same place when it comes to money. They go to the bank, because that's just what we're taught to do. Then once you figure out that the bank's going to let you down over and over again, we basically change direction. And the next place you're always going to find, you're going to go online, especially that's the beautiful thing about today. It wasn't so much the case back then. It wasn't just like you just went online and searched, hey, how do I find money? But today you can. Back then it was a little bit more complicated. So what I did is I went around to all the people that I thought that had money, and I started asking. And that led me to this guy, Matt. And Matt turned me on to a group of hard money lenders. These were institutional hard money lenders lending money from, I don't know where they got their money, but they weren't nice people. They lent on the strip mall. And I told the story of how I made it through the 2008 crash, and how I started buying apartment buildings after that, pennies on the dollar, and how I actually went around and put the proposal together. Now, I think some of you, maybe Brandon, you might have missed out on that, on privatemoneyclub.com. So if you go in privatemoneyclub.com and you go to the learn section, I mean, if you guys want, I can just show you. Instead of saying it, I can literally just show it to you. And I'm glad we got a bunch of people on here. Oh, thanks. 206 Exotica said I had a nice background. This is my lounge down in the basement. We barely ever use it, but someday we'll use it a lot. It's just there's not much free time anymore. Does anyone feel like that? But let me just show you here on Private Money Club. You come over here and you got your community. This is just where you're going to post anything you want. A lot of people are posting deals here, just introducing themselves. There was a new guy that just came on, Jason Steele, and it's kind of cool. We got 8,113 members right now. But you go to the learn section right here. Okay, you go over into tools. So Brandon, this is a good one for you. And this is what I built. So back then, when I was buying all those apartment buildings, literally 30 to 40 cents on the dollar. It was less than $25,000 a door. I told you about that 8-unit that I bought over there in Black. It's called Black Rock. It's an area in Buffalo. Now it's actually a quite nice area. Back then, it was pretty depressed, but I bought that 8-unit for 180 grand, and I used these. So this is a spec sheet. So it just kind of lets you put all the information of a deal on one page. So like if you're presenting, you're doing let's just say a coffee chat. Because back then when I was creating these, I was still going out and I was still presenting my deals to just individuals. So I used the spec sheet because it put everything on one page. The perfect loan proposal was an expansion of the spec sheet and allowed me to put more information about who I was, what I did, and how I could solve their problem. This was a cool one. Brandon, I think you should use this one, max offer formula. See if I can get this sucker to pull up here. Just having trouble with my computer tonight. Anyway, yeah, max offer formula. What this does is it allows you to make an offer on a property. You put 3 numbers in. What is this? It's called the max offer formula. I don't know why I can't open it, but my computer is just being stupid. Well, that's probably because it's a Mac. I'm not a Mac guy, folks. Right, Vic? So max offer formula allows you to make offers and then personal finance. That's Andrew. I don't know why Andrew's face pops up for the tools, but yeah, so they're all free. It says purchase. I wonder why it says purchase. Product may be purchased using either PMC points or credits. So I don't know what he's doing here. But, you know, we're always evolving this site, but let me stop sharing here, come back over to StreamYard, but that's where it is. And I don't know why I couldn't open it, but normally you just open it, download the max offer formula, download the perfect loan proposal, and you use them. And they're totally free. So you could just create a free account. But you know, what I'm trying to say is I put together the proposal, went around to individuals, and that's how I got the money for all those deals. And I got up to 36 deals, 36 doors. And that was 2009 to 2014. And then in 14, I literally had to sell every one of them because I would take hard money loans, okay, from individuals and from hard money lenders. And back then I was borrowing from a company called Kogo Capital. Terrible. If any of you have ever borrowed from Kogo Capital, they're awful. Yeah, Vivi. I've been playing with you for hours, and I asked if I could do my live, and you said yes, and you said you would come on. Can we finish this? All these people are on here, and they need help. They need money for their deals, or they have money to lend, and you playing with Paw Patrol is more important than them. That's not nice. But anyway, keep getting sidetracked here by the little one. And anyway, when I took it I would take the deals from the hard money lenders, and I would then have to refinance it with a bank. And I was using the same bank, First Niagara Bank. But in 14, I took the 37th deal to them, 37th door. Vivi, please stop. Please, you're not going to do this. 37th door to the bank, and they said no because my debt to income ratio was out of whack. I had more debt out there than I had income. So they said they weren't counting 100% of the rental income. Otherwise, it would have penciled perfectly. So that's what happened. So the bank literally froze my line of credit, wouldn't give me any new mortgages, and I had to start selling properties. I was so frustrated. It was literally like, imagine that, like from 2009 to 14, you buy properties, pennies on the dollar, you build up this rental portfolio, you work your ass off to build this thing up. And then all of a sudden a bank. No, you are not playing with that. And all of a sudden the bank just literally kiboshes the whole thing. Well, that'll happen to every single one of you. Don't let it happen. If you rely on banks, every one of you will have the same exact scenario as I had. There will come a point where the bank will no longer lend you any money. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. It's definitely an awesome website. It's getting better and better and better. Keeps getting better and better. And we will keep making it better. But imagine this. So like now, you know, that was my story back then. I had to go around, talk to individuals, find hard money lenders, get screwed by them because their appraisal never, ever matches what the property's actually worth. And look at that. We got kitchen, bath, floor, and decor just joined us. And then there's Lisa Manconi. I think most people are probably going to start coming on here to see you just roughhouse with me. I think that's what they're going to come on for. I have a real estate in the works. That's awesome. But so today with Private Money Club, it's the largest private lending and private borrowing community there is in the United States right now. So there is more private lenders. Okay, I got to be clear about that. These are not institutional lenders. They are private lenders like you and me, like Vivi will be. And they're on there for one reason and one reason only, to lend money. And then also we have a lot of people that have self-directed IRAs. So, you know, old 401ks, old IRAs that they roll over to Horizon Trust and other places like that. And come on. and they want to lend their money. So there's tons of lenders in Private Money Club, and there's also lots of borrowers because there's hundreds of deals on there. So it doesn't matter what side you're on, whether you're somebody that's got money and you want to lend money, because right now, think about it this way. Like, you look at the stock market's definitely going to crash this year. We're going to be in a recession. There's no way around that. But even if you weren't, the average of the stock market is not as high as what you make on private lending deals. And private lending deals, you got a personal guarantee if you ask for one. You got a first lien position on the property that you're lending on, which is collateral. So it's a collateralized deal. Like, there's not a stock out there that's collateralized. If the company goes belly up, you're done. You lose all your money and you got no recourse. Here, like, if a person stops paying you your interest payments, what do? You file a foreclosure. You just take the property, and the property's worth more than what you lent. Because if you did your due diligence right, which obviously you got to learn how to underwrite a deal. And if you don't know how to underwrite a deal, let me tell you this: on Private Money Club, we have this resource, and we haven't yet put it on the site, but we have this resource. It's a third-party underwriter that you can basically hire to underwrite your deal until you learn how to do it. It's kind of like a mentor, right? It's very inexpensive. You get a deal, you're like, I don't really know how to underwrite this. You're a lender and you're nervous. You hire this team, Mike is his name, and they underwrite the deal, professional underwriters. And then they give you the entire underwriting packet. You review it and you're like, oh, I would have lent on this deal, but now that I got this, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, it saves you a ton of money because you're not going to lend on a bad deal because it's been professionally underwritten. So those services are all in Private Money Club. And those people that I just talked about, like the underwriters, the lenders, the borrowers, they're all going to be in Dallas. Okay. May 8th and 9th. I mean, I'm sure you saw it at the bottom of the screen. We've got our event, our Money Tank event. I'm actually wearing the hat from the last one we did out in Carolinas. We did it at the Raleigh Speedway. But this one's going to be epic in Dallas. Number one, Dallas is just one of the best places to do events. It's centrally located. We're doing it all at the hotel, so you don't even need a rental car. I mean, you can get one, but just Uber from the airport. It's not a far Uber. And all these people that I'm mentioning are all going to be there. It's going to be there's going to be a couple funds there. So I know Rockstar Capital Group, they're going to be there. We're going to have CPAs and tax strategists there. We're going to do a whole session on taxes, and it's going to be things like remote, just different ways to save in taxes, from oil investments, I believe, and I don't want to say this wrong, but we're going to have someone there talking about cost segregation. To any of you that are in real estate, cost segs are amazing, a great way to get tax deductible dollars, like from property you already own, that helps you on your taxes. So all these people are going to be at the event, plus a whole bunch of lenders and a whole bunch of borrowers. And here's a cool thing. And I'll give all of you a discount today. So in just a second, because we're just doing like 20-minute sprints, every single day. So you want to grab these tickets, because I think we're down to like, 15 days now for the discount. And the discount gives you $300 off. It's almost half off the general admission tickets, and the same $600 off of the VIPs. We're actually losing money on the VIP tickets. So I'll give you those discount codes in just a second as we do this. But every one of those folks are going to be at this event. And this isn't the first time we've done Money Tank. We've been doing this event. Okay. We've done it time and time again. And I told a story, I think it was day one, of this girl that came to the first Money Tank. It was out in Carolinas. I can't remember what town that was. And she stopped me out in the hallway when there's 100+ people at this event. And she just stopped me and she said, I got this deal. And she had it all prepared. I was on a mission, like I often am, trying to get somewhere. And I stopped, I'm flipping through it. I'm like, can I look at this later? She said, absolutely. Absolutely. Just ask me if you have any questions. Took it back to the green room and I'm flipping through it. I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. This is a really good deal. I know how to look at a deal, but she had everything in there I could use. She had the appraisal, she had the scope of work, she had the photo, she had everything as a lender that I would want from a deal. So I found her after, I went back out into the main area, and I said to her, I said, hey, after lunch, how about this? How about I give you like 3 minutes and you pitch this deal to this entire audience? Now, she could have said no. She could have been like, oh, I'm too nervous. I don't know how to do that. And I would have been, okay, then don't do it. But she did pitch that deal, and she got that deal funded. So just imagine you got a deal you need money for. Like, let's just say Brandon had a deal, okay, and he needs money for it. And he brings that deal to Dallas Money Tank, 8th and 9th, and he basically pitches the deal to the entire group. How freaking cool is that? We've been doing that at every single Money Tank we've done, and every single Money Tank deals have been funded. A lot more deals than I even know about, because I've heard like from other people like that their deal got funded at Money Tank, or they met a lender and built a relationship, and that relationship turned into that person getting funded. Or, you know, they brought a deal. Okay, they brought a deal and they got their deal funded right then and there. So you see what I'm trying to say is, like, when you come to an event where everybody is there to solve one of two problems, make more money on their money or help you raise money, they come together, because you can't have one without the other. One person needs money, the other person has money. Any questions? Just bring them together. It's like dating, right? It's like a dating site. What does a dating site do? There's men, there's women. Now, I know a couple of years ago, we kind of decided, we were trying to figure out, is there only men and women? But there is indeed only men and women. So there was men and women. Somebody got this idea of saying, you know, this whole thing of dating and going out to bars and taking, you know, and trying to find a girl at a restaurant or at a bar or at a party. Like, what if I just created an online website and let people put profiles up and tell them, you know, tell everybody all about them. And then we just created filters and notifications and everything else that allowed these people to come together on the platform. They go out for dinner, they go out on dates, and voila, end up getting married. Love of their life. Like, what a brilliant, can you imagine, like, the person that came up with the first dating site? Like, it's pretty brilliant, isn't it? How much time did that person save? Everybody. Tons of time. How many babies did that person allow the United States and the world to have? We don't need to go there. A lot. Brilliant idea. And all I did is I just said the same thing. I said, there's people with money, lots of them, and we see them every single day in our community. And there's people that need money. And these people that need money have great deals, but they just don't know where to find the people that have money. I said, wow, this is like a dating site, man. Let's just draw a circle, put the dating site components in the circle. People with money, people that need money come together in the middle. Voila, babies are born. But the babies aren't babies. The babies are more dollars that run around and work harder for you and do all that stuff. Anyway, we won't go into my little baby money story, but you get the drift. Like, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, checking in. What's happening there? First time meeting you guys in person. That was awesome. Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you, FCAT. We got Secret Knockers repping. Absolutely. Way to go, AC. Dex has been there. Yeah. So, like, why wouldn't you want to be at an event where you're going to be around that? Like, it's just where you need to be. So I'll put the link up in the chat right now. It's pretty simple. It's privatemoneyclub.com/money tank. Just like my hat says. I think you can see it. The lighting's kind of goofy down here, but, you know, we're not trying to get all professional down here. privatemoneyclub.com/money tank. Heck, you know what? Why don't I just make this easier? I'll just put it in there for you. But I'm going to give you guys that offer, okay? So privatemoneyclub.com/money tank. Shauna normally puts it in here. She's way faster. All right, so there's the website. I just put it in there. Now let's give you guys and gals a discount. All right, so let's go discount action. Now the discount code is Early Bird 1. So Early Bird 1 is for general admission tickets. And it's going to give you $300 off, okay? Second discount code is Early Bird 2, and that's VIP. And that's going to, yeah, I suck at this. Early Bird 2. There we go. And that's a VIP, and that's going to get you a whopping $600 off. And if you do the VIP, sorry, I kind of did it a bit goofy, but I think you guys can remember Early Bird 1, Early Bird 2. That's your discount code in privatemoneyclub.com/money tank. VIPs, here's what you get. An extra day, the day before. So if the event's 7th, 8th, and 9th, the 7th, we're going to do a cocktail hour. I'm flying in early. I'm going to be hanging out one-on-one. It's going to be the best way. You're going to have access to me to kind of just show me whatever. Literally, I'm just there for you. I'm there to answer your questions, hang out, whatever. Take pictures, whatever you want to do. And then the second day, the 8th, for VIP members, we're going to Medieval Times. If you haven't been to Medieval Times, it looks epic. Somebody told me they burn a witch or something. I'm not going to buy that. But like, and it wouldn't be real anyway, because it's just a show. But we eat dinner and we have a great time. It's going to be a small, because we restrict, how many people come into VIP. So it's going to be a small group. It'll be really intimate. It'll be really cool. It'll be amazing. So hopefully Brandon makes it out there. Hopefully some of you other folks that are on here make it out there. If you got deals or you got money and you want both of them to work, or you just want to learn what this private lending thing is, because you know what? You're going to need to learn what it is. Because when the stock market's not giving you the returns, where are you going to go? Who are you going to turn to? You're going to turn to Private Money Club. You're going to turn to private money. You're going to find people that have money, old 401ks that are rolled into self-directed IRAs, cash value life insurance. They want to move that money and lend that out because, hey, listen, if you can borrow money from the insurance company at 5 or 6%, lend it out at 12 to 15%, hopefully all of you can do the math and understand, what, that actually is a lot of money. Yeah. It's a heck of a spread. Plus, you're getting paid interest and dividends on all the cash value. So these are all the things we do, and Private Money Club just brings it all together in the middle. It's the dating site part. It's where everybody comes together. And I'm going to finish with this. I was just talking to a really good friend of mine, and he's got a custodian, like a self-directed IRA custodian. And he's got, he said today he had like over 8,000 clients. And he said, the biggest problem for me is my clients don't know where to find deals. So they move their money into these self-directed IRAs, and then the money sits there because they don't know where to find a deal. I'm like, oh my God, do I ever have the solution to that problem? I said, there's this thing called Private Money Club. Anyway, you guys know the rest. I told him all about it, and he's like, yes, that's exactly what they need. So this is solving huge problems, and it's going to solve other problems. So do any of you have a private fund? Any of you thinking about starting a fund? Any of you have a private fund? There we go, self-directed HSA. So Navigate Your Ventures just mentioned something. So I literally just set this up. I just did this. I'm so sick. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here, but then I'm going to go play with my daughter. I'm so sick of the traditional medical system. It's freaking broken. I have been sick a lot this year. Sinus infections like crazy. I called my doctor's office. They would not see me. I swear to you. Called up. I said, I'm sick. I need to see the doctor. They said no. They literally said no. I said, what do you mean no? Isn't that what you have a doctor for? Long story short, I never got in there. All they did is they sent me a prescription for Flonase, not a prescription. Sorry, they didn't send me a prescription. They said, go to the pharmacy and get Flonase. I'm like, really? Really? You talked to me for 10 minutes and that was a rush. And your solution to this massive sinus infection that I have is go get Flonase. But you wouldn't see me. F that. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to holistic doctors that are not part of the medical system. You got to pay cash. But to what, who was that saying? Navigate Your Ventures said HSA. So an HSA is a great way to get a tax deduction. Every dollar that goes into an HSA up to the limit or up to the maximum is tax deductible. And that money can be used to pay for your medical care. So instead of paying a huge premium for healthcare, which I do, I think my premium for my family is like $2,500 a month for the three of us. It's in highway robbery. It's an HMO, so they're really expensive. I'm going to literally slash that shit, go to just a critical care high deductible plan, one that your deductible is like 20 grand a year, whatever the highest that they'll allow. And then I'm going to go get myself an HSA. I'm going to take the difference of what I normally gave the stupid insurance companies for that, and I'm going to put it into the HSA, and I'm going to use the HSA to pay for my care, get much better care, concierge-like care, where they actually want me to get better. They actually want to see me and tell me what to do, and I'm going to get tax deductions from it all. Anyway, I'm sure you all know all about HSAs and how to do that, and if you don't, well, maybe we'll see you in Dallas, Texas, the 8th and 9th, and you can get that. Dexter said, that's a great plan. Holistic and HSA. Yeah, me and Dex talk all the time about health. He's got this tea he was telling me about. I mean, he lost a ton of weight, and all he did is start taking this tea and this one, I think it was a supplement, and he's lost a ton of weight. But your doctor wouldn't tell you that. What would your doctor tell you to do? Go get Ozempic, right? Or whatever those things are. Take this pill, take that pill. Oh, here's an antibiotic. Go get this. It's just a Band-Aid. It's literally the healthcare system is just freaking pharmaceutical. I don't know. I went way down that rabbit hole. Sorry about that. Navigate Your Ventures. You got me going on the self-directed HSA. But I want to go one more step, and then we got to be done. Yeah, that's right, Dex. They say take more pills. That's what all doctors do. No disrespect to the docs out there. It's just the system how it is. But Navigate Your Ventures said self-directed HSA. So with a self-directed HSA, if you're not planning on using all the money in the HSA, you know what you can do with that? Yeah, you can lend that money out. You could find a deal on Private Money Club. Let's see. I'm just gonna go over here. So like, let's just say you funded your self-directed HSA and you went on to Private Money Club. And let's just say you had, I don't know, I'm just going to find a deal. Here's one for 20 grand. So here, let me just show this to you because I think this will be a good way to end. Present. Share screen, and let's look at some deals on Private Money Club. And listen, I didn't spend any time doing this, but let's just pretend this one right here. Cleveland Clinic, East 74th. So this is by, it sounds like it's by Cleveland Clinic. Okay, Chris Walsh, he's been on here for a little while. So this is a cute little property. You know, looks like it's got some work done, some drywall, probably needs a lot of work. Yeah, that needs a lot of work. But nonetheless, and there we go. It tells you all about this deal. But let's just say I had 20 grand in my HSA and I didn't need that. I could lend that 20 grand to Chris Walsh for 12 months and I'd make 15% just for using my HSA and making my, you realize probably 99.8% of all HSAs are probably just sitting in cash and they're probably earning no interest. Now, because it's a self-directed HSA, you can take that money, you could lend on this deal and get that money working for you. So what I'm trying to tell you all, folks, is Private Money Club's changing the freaking game. It's changing your game. It's changing your money game. And it doesn't matter what money game you're on. You could be a money game if I need money, or you could be a money game if I got money and I need that stuff to work. And I need it to work a lot safer than what it's doing now. Well, Private Money Club's your answer. But what I'm here for now is to basically get your butts to Dallas, Texas. That's my job. That's what I'm pouring this time out. That's why I'm not playing with my daughter now, because I'm here telling you, you need to get your ass to Dallas, Texas, the 8th and 9th. And some of you, why don't you come out to 7-2 and do the VIP? So I gave you the discount tickets. I put them up in there. I'll do it one more time. Private Money Club, privatemoneyclub.com. What's up, Viv? /money tank. And the discount code is what? Can anyone tell me? Discount code is earlybird1 and earlybird2. And earlybird2. There you go, folks. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. That's right, Dex. Get in the room. What do you got in your mouth? Oh, crying out loud. All right. Before she goes and chokes on things like this, I'm going to go hang out with her and play Paw Patrol for a little bit before we go to bed, because it's about 8:16 out here in Buffalo, New York, and we got some snowboarding to do this weekend. What are we doing this weekend, Viv?
Snowboarding.
Yep. And what is everybody on here going to do? What should they be doing?
Be their own bank.
They should be their own bank, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you say? Want to go play Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
Okay. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
All right, folks. We'll see you in Dallas. Actually, I'll probably see you tomorrow because I'm going to go live. But we're going to keep doing this until the tickets are no longer on sale. And hopefully, we don't have to do it that long, because hopefully you all see the value in being in Dallas, Texas with us. Vivi won't be there, but that's okay, because you only want Vivi to be there if you want to get your ass beat. With that being said, have a good night, everybody. We will see you folks tomorrow. Jimmy said, could you run that by me again? Yeah, privatemoneyclub.com/money tank. Get yourself a ticket. You can get general admission tickets with that discount, Early Bird 1. It's going to shave $300 off, so your ticket will be $367. And you can get a VIP ticket with Early Bird 2 as the discount code. I think it says coupon code on the website. And that's going to get you an extra day or an extra night for a cocktail hour with me when I'm flying in. And then also we're going to medieval times for a dinner and dessert and whatever the heck you want. And we're going to have a good time. So that is a wrap. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, folks.
Bye, folks.
Bye, folks.
Bye, Zane.